dance to music like there's no tomorrow?
When there's none playing, can you dance to music?
Can you waltz in your living room? I'm stop.
Yeah.
Hi there, my name is Elizabeth.
Hey, my name is Ugo.
And welcome to another episode of Youthful Vibes, where we bring fun and enlightenment to the journey of youth. So today we're going to be talking about how to know if you found the one. And we're going to be talking about it from a compatibility perspective. While preparing for this video, we realized that there are so many things and so many questions that we have about whether or not we're marrying the right person. So we've decided to make this into a series. So
we're gonna break them down into like 5 or so videos and talk about the different aspects of this choice-making journey. But before that, look what came in the mail. The first few hundred copies of Package for Success have been delivered. So now we're gonna go through and sign and autograph every single one of them and mail them out together with your magic mugs for the 10 or so people that won one.
Let's get started. So, how to know if you found the one. Compatibility series part 1.
Okay, so the first indicator or the first area that you want to look for compatibility in is in physical attraction. Now, I know that a lot of our Christians, a lot of our born-again Christians are going to say, no. You want to check and make sure that they can pray and speak in tongues. But yeah, you want to make sure that the person is someone who you're physically attracted to. Now, this is not everything. It doesn't encapsulate the whole, you're compatible if you think they're cute and they think you're cute. Like, hey, I think you're cute. You think I'm cute. Let's go get married. No, but it does make a good portion of what to make sure that you're looking out for.
Yes, that's right. I was telling him, I was like, man, you gotta be careful with this whole physical attraction thing, because cuteness does not mean that they are good for you, okay?
True.
Like, they've got to check off boxes more than just cute, because guess what? Physical attraction fades, okay? You get old, you get bald, you get gray hair, you get a pot belly, and then she start wondering why she got with you in the first place.
Okay, first of all, you know what I say? Beauty, behold.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, so you better make sure that when in your eyes that they're beautiful, that when you behold them, that you see beauty. And also, yes, your body changes over time, but it's not just, if it's the guy here, it's not just her body that's changing, your body is changing as well. You guys work out, like we work out quite a bit, and we're hoping to keep up with that habit over time. But regardless of how much you work out, your body's gonna change. But if they're beautiful to you and you look at them and you get turned on, like the ideal picture, and it happens to us, and we're just 6 years in, you look at them and you're like, man, I could do things to you right now, right?
Wow.
That's the ideal picture after you're married.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's not give the audience too much. Okay? We're gonna move on to the next one before he says some things inappropriate. Okay. Number two, under this compatibility bracket, you have to be spiritually aligned. Okay, people? Let's get into the religiousness of it all.
Yes, and under this one, it makes perfect sense as well. If you're a believer and you're someone who takes your relationship with God seriously, you want to make sure that the person that you're talking to also take the relationship with God seriously. There's this notion that, and especially women, they be wanting to change guys. You're not the Holy Spirit. So don't try to, go with someone that you think, oh, they're a good person. They just don't have the life together when it comes to the spiritual aspect of things. No, that's a big deal. If it's a big deal for you, make sure that it's a big deal for them as well. If it's not, then it will create stress in the marriage if you guys eventually get together.
Right. And also on the aspect of spiritual alignment, it's important that you both know what your purpose in life is. And it's okay if you don't, but you need to have some type of an inkling of the path that you are supposed to walk down, okay? And the thing that we found is your purposes will be linked. in some way or another, and you're going to be present to help boost one another up. So if your purpose is like to go to South Africa and live over there for 10 years, and my purpose is to go to Brazil and live there for 10 years, like, then where do we mesh? You get what I'm saying?
Like, it's not that that's your purpose, but if your purpose involves that. But anyway, just make sure that they know where they're going and that they're curious about, if they don't know what the life's mission is or what they're here to do, at least they know that they're here to do something. And if they have no clue what you're talking about, get them a copy of this, get them a copy of Package for Success. It will break it down for them and show them exactly what they're supposed to be doing with their lives.
Yes.
Okay, compatibility test number 3 is
money.
Money has proven.
Let's talk about the green. Yeah.
Okay. Money has proven to be one of the top 2 causes of divorce and top 2 stressors in relationships, marriage, and even just long-term relationships. It's found, research says that money and finances and just how it's handled is a huge stressor. So make sure that you're compatible in this area. If they're a big spender and you're a saver, then you will need to talk about it and get on the same page.
Yes, it's important that you talk about money before you enter marriage, so that it's not like once you get into marriage, again, back to the notion of trying to change the other person. You know, you already have an understanding, you already have a foundation in that. We've spoken about that before in one of our videos when we talked about money management. It's important that you're aligned in how you're gonna spend money, save money, and how you're going to travel, how you're going to treat extended family if they have larger financial burdens than what they're capable of handling.
How do you gift to your extended family? So talk about that up front. Make sure that your attitudes are aligned on how you're going to help your extended family. And the thing that we did under this, just to share a bit of our personal story in like 30 seconds, is we opened an account together. So we opened this savings account together, and it was a joint account. So we're able to save together and just, you know, monitor each other's money habits before we made the commitment to get married. And that's how we did it. So you figure out what makes the most sense to you, but think about money, talk about money, make sure that you guys are compatible in the area of your finances.
Yes, because I done told him there's a certain amount of zeros that I want to see in my bank account in a certain amount of years. Okay.
You told who?
You. I need to see the zeros in my bank.
Okay, that's exactly why we're working so hard. Because you said, sure. Compatibility factor number 4 is make sure that you guys have you see the same picture of the future. You have similar future plans.
Okay, how many babies you trying to have?
Yeah.
Where do you want to live?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What about your career goals?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Am I gonna be a stay-at-home mom? Are you
Yeah.
gonna do all the work?
Yeah.
Are you gonna bring home the bacon?
Yeah.
Who's doing the grocery shopping?
Yeah.
Who's doing the laundry?
Yeah.
Who's raising the kids? Where
Yeah.
are we raising the kids?
Yeah.
Private or public school? Did you get all that?
Public school.
Private school. Duh.
Public school. Anyway,
Private school.
Point here is just make sure that you guys see the same future together, or that you can align, like what he or sees and what you see come together. You know, attitudes about, like we said, number of kids you want to have. How are you going to face your career? And if you have any differences under this, check and make sure that they're reconcilable differences. Like if you want to have kids and they don't want to have kids,
Are you okay
that's
with
a
that?
big deal. Yeah.
Is there going to be resentment later down the line? And also, just even speaking on the career front, I think it's important because I feel like in this generation, we are very ambitious people, and we are go, and we don't want to end up living our lives feeling like we're putting ourselves on hold so that someone else can achieve their goals. So, you know, making sure you have that conversation of, you know, for 5 years, we're gonna focus on you. For 3 years, we're gonna focus on you. And kind of have that alignment and not forgetting what you have promised the other person, so that when it's their turn, you're not so deep in trying to chase your career goals that you've forgotten that you made a promise from the get-go that they also have an opportunity to chase their career goals.
Yeah,
you know,
and you don't have to take turns. You can also make
do
alternative.
it. Yes,
you can do it simultaneously. But then the big deal is timing when kids come in. So depending on how, when you guys want to start having kids and how old you are and dating, if kids come in, then what's the plan? Do you want to live closer to family so that your extended family can help you guys, or do you want to just do daycare? We have friends that do that. They just started doing daycare, like maybe it was 3 weeks in daycare, so they can focus on their career. But talk about those things. Make sure that what you see in the future, like what you see and what they see, if they don't match up, and you're hoping to get into it and they get it to match up, stress, okay? That's how you end up joining the statistics of people who don't make it. But if you want to make it, make sure that you see similar futures together.
Right. And last but not least,
number 5.
Can you hang with each other?
Yes.
Can you dance to music like there's no tomorrow?
When there's none playing, can you dance to music?
Can you waltz in your living room? I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what you're talking about waltzing, we're gonna tag the video where she embarrassed herself talking about waltzing.
Embarrassed? You're the one who's never even seen an episode. We're not even gonna get into that, people.
About Bridgerton, I don't know why that thing is.
I'm telling you, I feel like I have to go rewatch the series. But anyway, the season. They're coming out with more.
Thank goodness.
Anyway, like I was saying, can you chill? Can you dance in the silence? Can you hang in the silence? Do you always need a buffer?
Yes.
I.e. social media, TV, movies, food.
Your phone. Just reading through text messages that someone sent you 5 years ago, just so you're distracted.
Or your kids.
Or your kids. Just make sure that you're friends. And this hits home for me, because when I was about to get married, I traveled all the way to go meet my parents and tell them, hey, I think I found the one. My dad told me this was one of the classic father-son heart-to-heart moments. My dad was there, my mom was there, and there were 3 things that he said to look out for, and one of those things was just, he said, make sure that she's someone that you can hang out with. He said, make sure that she's someone that you're friends with, but not friends with people talk about friends. He said someone you can hang out with, someone you can spend time with and enjoy the moment. What I mean by that is silence is not loud. And that's kind of deep, but basically it's not weird for you guys to sit together and nobody says nothing. You're just quiet in your own little corner. It's not weird. You don't need to play music all the time. You don't need to have a distraction. You don't. If you're with this person and silence is loud, yeah, not good. Not good.
Yeah.
Last thing, talk about the joke part. Clearly she has no clue, so I'll talk about it. So you have to be able to think that the other person is funny in terms of like their jokes. You have to be able to laugh at their jokes. Even if it's corny. Even if it's corny, you have to find them funny, okay? She's corny. No, not true. Who's corny again? King Corny, over here. Anyway, so they have to have a sense of humor. Unfortunately, he's actually rubbed off. Yeah. Unfortunately. We don't know who rubbed off on who. You! Like I was just thinking in my head. King Corny, cornery, and I was like, yikes. That's corny. Oh, his bad. That's really bad. They'll go tell jokes to kids. And so, the snake ran away. And they're like, exactly. That's you. That's you. Worst joke teller ever. And then you'd be like, you waiting for the punchline. He's like, that was the punchline. I'm like, no. He hates telling me jokes sometimes because he's like, she's a terrible audience. Like she's a very terrible audience. You tell the joke, it make perfect sense in your head, and you put it together, and then you tell the joke, you hit the punchline, and then she's like, I'm like, what? That was a joke. Yeah. But yet he still finds ways to
make me laugh and make me smile. So I guess he checks that box.
Yeah, so that's the last one. And so just make sure that it's someone, that the person is someone that you can chill with, you can hang with, that time doesn't seem to crawl when you're together. You might not, even when you fight, even when you have issues, you find a way to work around them because you really do enjoy each other's company.
Yes. And that is all for our compatibility video, series 1 of
5 areas of compatibility you should pay attention to when you want to decide if the person is the one.
Yes. Now, if you would like to see more videos like these, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and click on that ring-a-ding-ding so it can tell you when we drop something hot.
And get this, get a copy of Package for Success so that you too can be packaged for success.
Corny. Corny. You did that on camera.
The pictures.
My shirt itches. There's a tag that I'm gonna have to cut it off.